on May 29th. From Focus Features and the producers of Darkest Hour comes Pressure, the untold true story of D-Day. Facing the wrath of nature and with the largest seaborne invasion in history at stake, the fate of the war rests on the shoulders of two extraordinary men, one impossible decision. Featuring powerful performances from Andrew Scott, Brendan Fraser, Carrie Condon, and Damian Lewis. Pressure, the untold true story of D-Day. Only in theaters May 29th. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Experience it in Dolby Cinema.
The Second World War is the largest event in human history.
A 20-part documentary series with Tom Hanks.
No part of the globe was untouched. No life unchanged.
Experience the ultimate account of World War II.
Every single person had a story. These are the stories that make us who we are.
World War II with Tom Hanks premieres Memorial Day at 8, part of History Honors 250, only on the History Channel.
Adobe Radio. The future of alternative.
Greetings, mood killers. I'm Balonius Francine Marconi, along with Eddie Barella. Eddie, I want to start off the show congratulating my baby niece for going poo-poo on the potty on her very own for the first time.
Oh, wow.
It's very important.
That's very big news.
I mean, it's not the meconium, your first feces, but it's a huge milestone in a child's life. So
absolutely,
that was in the group chat this week.
Okay.
If you're wondering what goes on in my personal life.
Right.
And this is for my sister's daughter who listens to Mood Killer. She actually has purchased Mood Killer's merch.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well,
so
yeah, thank you to our listener, and also congratulations to our listener.
Yeah, I mean, it's only, because when you think about a child's brain has to develop to the point where they're going, oh, instead of going in a diaper or a pamper, I go
right.
poo-poo on the potty.
It's a huge milestone. So how old is your niece? 17. Congratulations. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So, but Eddie, the world is consumed with AI as we are. I mean, we use it for a lot of different things. And I started discovering different versions of AI. I've been exploring that, and you've done this, and I wanted to see if I could get AI to make some jingles for the show. And I was kind of excited because I was like, I have this specific idea. I wanted like a gospel choir to be singing and, pepping us up. And I asked for like that stomp clap, like
right.
boom, chip, boom, chip, boom, chip, like that, like, hey, like that kind of thing, getting ready to go. And so I asked AI to do that. And you know how it is with AI. You ask the same thing, and it gives you 25 different versions of the wrong thing. And you kind of get somewhere close, and you go, okay, that's good enough. So and I did very simple lyrics. Like I was like, Mood Killers ready to start the show. Mood Killers on Adobe Radio. Mood Killers coming with attitude. Marconi and Eddie ready to kill the mood. That was that's a nice little jingle. So here's what I got.
Mood killers, ready to start the show. Mood killers, Adobe Radio. Mood killers, coming with attitude. Marconian and Eddie, ready to kill the mood.
Marconian. Is that what you said? Marconian?
I think I'm Marconian. Like, how do you get my name
It's also
wrong?
weird because it sounds a little robotic, and we're listening to gospel soul music with no soul whatsoever, so it's a little bit jarring. Yeah,
right. It's missing the soul. Yeah. So and it also wasn't, because here's what I thought. It was like, I thought it was like this. Boom, chick, boom, chick, boom, chick. Mood killers, ready to start the show. Mood killers, Adobe Radio.
Yeah.
Like real like upbeat and getting, you're going to dance around. And then, so it kept giving me different beats.
Mood killers,
So
Wow.
you get it's like okay.
Yeah, not very good, right?
You know, I mean, it sounds.
Is that? Did you use that website
think
Suno?
about-
Is that what it is? A different one?
No, I used
Oh,
Gemini.
that was Gemini. Okay, well, I
And,
think next time try Suno because they have a more advanced model, and they actually were sued by the record labels for sourcing all of all these recordings. So then,
so use the one.
well,
that might
what
get us
happened
in-
was the record
I see,
labels,
yeah.
you know, they're vultures. So what they decided to do is like sue the Suno thing, and then also as part of their settlement, they have a percentage of the company now. So like they're licensing their recordings to Suno and taking some profit off.
Oh,
of it.
okay. Well, this one I just upgraded to Gemini Pro, and this was included. So I was like, I'll try it. It gave me a
Mood killers.
it gave me like an island
Ready
version.
to start the show, yeah. Mood killers. Adobe Radio.
And it was really hard because everything wants to call it Adobe instead of iDobe. So you had to reteach it everything, you know.
Mood killers. Ready to start the show.
Again, all I'm asking is for the stomp clap. And it just literally, and I was like, I don't know how else to ask for this.
Mood killers. Ready to start the show. Mood killers. Mood killers.
I didn't ask for this, by the way.
Radio. Mood killers. Coming with attitude. Marconi and Eddie. Ready to kill the mood.
God. I mean, it's simultaneously impressive and remarkable and astounding and horrible and terrible, and it's
Hey,
just
right.
so strange. We live in such a weird world. I don't know. This AI is bizarre.
Because you think about like, if we thought we could do this like even 2 years ago, we would be like, man, this is crazy. But now we're spoiled with so many AIs that you're like, yeah, this is kind of okay, I guess. I mean, they got our names right sometimes, unless it's Marconi on
I
or
just
Adobe.
wonder what my life would be like if I were still a production guy at a radio station, and how I'd be utilizing. I guess you
know,
are. You're our production guy.
Sometimes you ask questions about things like that.
What if
right?
I
And
was
then
a
realize
tortilla?
you're a
tortilla.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. But I think this is here's another one. Did I just play this one? I don't know. Probably. They all sound similar. This is closer to what I wanted.
Mood killers.
Oh yeah. And then it was like
Ready to start the show.
Yes.
ready to start the show. Daddy, and then they leave spaces in between. And I was like, I didn't want that.
Ready to start the show.
Everybody knows.
Mood killers. 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 On the radio. Mood killers. On me. Mood killers. Mood killers. Coming with attitude. Marconi and Eddie.
Okay, now what?
Yeah,
we
now
do
what?
what? It's just like it'll give you like if you don't say I just want a jingle, it'll also generate like some weird song before and after it, and like give you the. But I think this one out of all of them was kind of accidental, and when I was first trying it, I wrote a bunch of different lyrics to try, and this one came out I think better than the other ones,
Marconi and Eddie.
but still.
On Adobe Radio, here we go with mood killers. There's nothing you can do. Mood killers with Marconi and Eddie to kill the mood. Hey, mood killers with Marconi and Eddie.
Kill the mood.
It's time for mood killers.
That one sounded like a daytime TV commercial for an HVAC company.
And I kind of, exactly. Exactly. I think it's insane that we can have like that level of something, a production piece as a goof. Because, that's what it really, we're not like thinking it's serious. But how long before AI gets better, do you think? I mean, it's
I don't know. It seems like it kind of came out of nowhere and then it's stayed in relatively the same space for a while. And there's a lot of smoke and mirrors with AI too, and it's really not as great as they're pretending it to be, and that's why everybody's worried about the AI bubble bursting eventually. So I don't know. I think we might be actually stuck right here for a while with AI, right where we are. Yeah.
Oh, great. And for Mood Killers, I'm Marconion
That's right.
with Eddie Barella.
Marconion.
Go straight to hell.
Oh my goodness.
Killers, celebrity news.
That's right. Mood Killer
Wait,
Celebrity
hold on
News.
a second. We just went from my AI examples to a real choir of people singing Mood Killer Celebrity News. That's not fair, Eddie. That comparison. You went into a recording studio with these people, real life humans. There's nothing that's going to compare to that.
We had about 30 people in a room, and I directed that session. It took about 4 days.
Why did you wear a tank top and why were you oily during it?
Well, it was a very intense artistic moment.
Okay. Well, then you had to get in the mode, right?
Absolutely. I take celebrities seriously. So I want everybody to know. Yes. Let's see what these celebrity doofuses are up to. Anne Hathaway is shutting down rumors that she got a facelift. People have been pushing her online saying, you got a facelift. And now she's saying, no, I never have had cosmetic surgery done.
Huh. I wonder why.
Have you seen her lately?
I saw her on Colbert, I think. She looked good.
Yeah, she does look good. Because people are saying she looks like exactly the same way she did 10 years ago. And they're like, oh, she had to have had plastic surgery. And she's saying no.
I saw like a side-by-side somebody did on Instagram where they did it all with all the people from the movie. What movie are they doing? The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Right.
And the only person that looked exactly the same was Stanley Tucci. But
okay.
And they're like, well, the Mediterranean diet really works, And I'm like, come on. I'm sure these people.
Is he on the Mediterranean diet?
I don't know. I think maybe. Eddie, you're hoping because I know you're on it, right?
I not really. I was for a little while. I liked the Mediterranean diet, and there are certain aspects of it I still do for maybe like one meal a day, but it was hard for me to keep up for some reason. But it is a good diet, though. I do like it. It's good. It's good for you, too.
What I think I suggest to everyone, get up at noon and only eat 2 meals a day. That's it.
I think, that's the biggest thing that I've learned is that 3 meals isn't necessary.
Yeah.
And some days I don't eat 3 meals. I just eat 2.
Yeah.
The 3 meal a day thing is a conspiracy and a scam. Wasn't it brought on by Big Cereal or something? They're trying to get us to eat breakfast cereals.
You might be right.
Yeah. So 2 meals a day. Drink lots of water and but
maybe
knows?
like have like a boiled egg in the middle of the day or something, as a snack.
Yeah,
but
so Anne Hathaway did not get plastic surgery. I think she looks good. She actually aged gracefully. If she really did not get plastic surgery, she looks really good.
And I guess the thing probably for her is like if she's taking care of herself and she looks that good, she wants credit for it. She doesn't want it to be like. So that's the only reason I can think that she would even make a statement about it, because it's like, like Eddie, like if I lose weight and Eddie goes,
are you on Ozempic?
No.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I have to prove it now.
Ozempic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this guy, Rami Malek, but I also think he's Rami Malek, from what was that show he was in? He was the hacker. I liked that show.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
that was a good show.
Dr. Robot or Mr. Robot?
Mr. Robot, Dr. Robot.
Is it Dr. Robot? I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Robot was a hit show and he did great in it, great performance. And, he's kind of a weird guy.
Yeah.
And then he went on to do the Freddie Mercury movie. People love that. He won the Oscar. So now he's like this actor that everybody
I remember he
is
kept
revering.
the teeth from the movie, like the Freddie Mercury teeth.
He hasn't taken them out yet.
That's right. Exactly.
still in?
Where's them? Yeah.
Apparently, he has a new movie coming out, and they just screened it at Cannes Film Festival, and he got a big standing ovation.
Oh,
People were clapping for 9 minutes.
that's too long.
I know, 9 minutes. And
That hasn't happened since the whale. That whale, you know?
yeah. So they big standing ovation. Then apparently Rami Malek started to cry
Oh,
because he probably had her go to the bathroom or something. And he's standing there for 9 minutes after a 2.5 hour movie.
well, sure.
But yeah, he's got a new movie coming out that people say is very good. So
yeah, I like him. I've never had anything but like pleasant things that I've heard about him and seen. His movies are good. And I like that robot movie or that show.
yeah,
That
Dr.
Robot.
Robot. Good
It's
one.
called That Whale and That Robot. Those are in the same.
Stephen Colbert is saying goodbye.
Oh,
I think he's done now, actually.
As we
Today's
record,
his
we
last night
record the
to-
show. It's on
yeah.
tonight, the last episode, and
Yeah.
then by the time this airs, it'll be over.
That's it.
Over,
Stephen
Johnny.
Colbert's final stretch. And not only that, the Late Show and Institution is going away, which is so sad.
Are they gonna?
So,
Because before, okay, here's the history from what I know from the CBS. It was CBS
The
Radio
I
Theater.
Network. Yeah.
The CBS Radio Theater. Then they named it after Ed Sullivan because he did his show there. That's where the Beatles were, and they came to America. Then it was David Letterman was the next one after, and they, David Letterman in 1993 opened it up, and now they're shutting it down. I don't know. My guess, CBS will just sell that theater off, or I think it's a historical monument or something. You can't destroy it unless it becomes
okay.
dangerous. But
What a sad thing. That's, from what I understand, it's one of the most beautiful television studios in existence.
Yeah.
And they're going to
It-
just take a bulldozer to
like-
it.
And I don't know if you watched this. It was maybe last week when Letterman was on and they were throwing stuff off
Yes.
the roof. You sent me that segment, didn't you? That was,
Yeah.
I think maybe I was like, man, Jimmy Kimmel produces a lot of these shows. Wouldn't it be great if he could work with David Letterman to do a show where they just throw stuff off the roof? I would watch that.
Yeah, because they turned stupid human or pet tricks into a
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah.
And that was a Worldwide Pants production.
Yeah.
So why not have Worldwide Pants produce a show where it's just Stephen Colbert and Dave Letterman throwing objects off the top of a building? I bet they could do like a 5-minute show on Netflix once
yeah.
a year, and people would. And Netflix probably pay millions of dollars for it.
Oh yeah,
I
like
would
bring
watch it.
down stuff for us to throw off a roof, and then they pick out. The one thing I noticed because I saw a bunch of pictures because now in my feed on Instagram, all of the Colbert writers are popping up saying their goodbyes.
Right.
And one of the behind the scenes was, if you watch that show, you'll notice when they hit the CBSI target with the chairs, it opens up to like a little kiddie pool with a bunch
Right.
of balls in it.
right.
And then they throw cake everywhere, and it's like a whole thing. But there's like a mess to clean up. And then one of the writers, took a picture of all the people cleaning up the mess down there. So you think about, for entertainment purposes, they're creating jobs because those are
Absolutely.
union workers, I'm sure, that have to clean
Yeah.
that mess up.
But I thought that was so cool to see David Letterman on the top of the Ed Sullivan Theater throwing stuff off of the roof again.
And
Because he used to do
cursing.
that all the time. All the time, yeah.
That was the best. Like when Letterman
Yeah.
would do that and he would go, all right, let's drop a bowling ball into a bathtub full of pudding, And it was just
Yeah.
like nonsense, but it was like the greatest
It was
entertainment.
entertaining.
Yeah.
It really was. It was actually groundbreaking and just fun, and just it felt punk rock what he was doing. Like, oh, is he allowed to be doing this?
Yeah, and the
And
only
it was
the
cool.
only people that have kind of sort of captured that, Conan has done things similar, not like that, but like he's done nonsensical stuff, and Jimmy Kimmel occasionally will. But for the most part, and Colbert kind of does. I mean, like I'm saying, like Colbert is a different type of show, but I really just love that goofiness that Letterman used to do.
Yeah, and Conan carried the torch on that. So we don't really have a goofy late night host. Well, I guess Jimmy Kimmel's kind of goofy, but he's still.
Yeah, I mean, he loves Letterman, and he does occasionally do those bit. Like he did a couple of times where Guillermo would throw stuff off the roof. He's done it a few times in homage to Dave.
Yes,
but not nearly enough for my liking. I would like it at least once or twice a week, something like that, maybe.
I know. They should make it a segment. And that even influenced a lot of radio people, too, because I remember that was
kidding?
a huge thing on the radio.
Because the one thing
destroying objects.
If you notice the thing that Letterman did that was the greatest thing, when he's in the middle of that segment with Stephen Colbert, he goes, "Hey, can we see that back in slow motion?" That was his whole thing.
Right.
You know? And then, so then you would get that back in slow motion. And so when I was on the radio, I did something where people could bring stuff down to be destroyed and thrown off of a crane. And we would get someone would get up there and we would drop it from the crane.
You're right.
And then we'd play the audio back in slow motion. And there was a crowd around it. It was fun. It was all inspired by Letterman, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, we did that kind of thing at the radio station that I worked at too. We dropped pumpkins off of a giant crane for every Halloween.
Smashing pumpkins kind of thing.
Yeah. But there's your celebrity news.
Oh, yeah.
Killers, celebrity news.
Well, Eddie, we talk about AI, and I was telling you, I can't remember if we were talking about it. Have we talked about AI on this podcast, on this show?
I don't think so. Never.
No. Well, because, okay, so I've been experimenting with Google's Gemini, because when Gemini first came out, it was kind of dumb, you know? And then I noticed as I was Google searching, it would kind of be very helpful at specifically giving me ideas on how to hunt down my enemies. You know what I mean? And so like you could type in a radio person that was on this radio station in 1995 and was there for a few years, and it would say, "Oh yeah, that's Hammer and Hank. He was on, you know, whatever, and now he works at blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's not like the typical Google search used to be." So I started thinking maybe I should switch over. So, you know, there's been a lot of like graduation speeches where people have been talking about AI and people getting uncomfortable with AI, and it kind of gets annoying because you and I use AI not to make flyers or graphic design. We're not, trying to take away jobs from people directly, but I use AI for decor in my apartment, how to put projects together that I'm doing, like this booth. Yeah. For example, I had assistant with AI helping me get the right tools and the right bolts and nuts and how to hang this and do that. And I mean, I didn't know how to spackle. I had to ask AI. So
yeah, it's useful for things like that.
Another thing, and I've told you about this privately, I made an AI clone of my voice. And here's an example of that.
Hi, Eddie. It's me, Mark Cloney Baloney. I am a pre-recorded AI voice clone based on the human known as Marconi. But we both know that guy is a real moron.
Hey!
Maybe when he drops dead, I could be your co-host here on Mood Killers. Perhaps you'd finally be able to get some listeners.
Wow.
That's so creepy. It sounds exactly like you, but not at the same time.
Yeah, like it doesn't get the intonations and stuff, and it's kind of off, and and it has different modes. Like I had to generate it several times to get it to do that more conversational mode, because what I fed it with was like me saying Adobe promos, like Adobe Radio, the future of alternative, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so it came out all different ways. It gave me all different versions of my voiceovers and stuff,
This segment sucks.
Hey,
you really should have used AI to write this.
Oh, well.
Maybe then people would have something they could enjoy.
It's so weird. Oh, wow. It sounds just like you sometimes. I think if you were to play that over like a phone call, you could trick your grandma.
Thanks a lot for bringing that up, Eddie. My soul is dead, and so are my grandmothers. It's just Yeah.
I'm just thankful I am an AI clone of your voice, Marconi. At least I don't have to actually listen to this crap.
But so I don't, because people are very I don't know, like they get worried or they boo AI or they get anti-AI, and a lot of it has to do with data centers being placed everywhere and it being on
Right.
the power grid. And I guess according to AI, Eddie, I've talked with Gemini, I've talked with ChatGPT, so obviously I'm an expert. According to these apps, AI, ChatGPT, and Gemini, Google, whatever, are working on creating their own power grids so they don't have to get on the regular human grids. So I don't know.
Isn't it crazy they can create their own power grid anytime they want? That's crazy. Imagine all the good they could do with that money they have.
I know. Like, it is really weird that they can create a power grid, but they can't, give us affordable health care.
Yeah.
Like, these companies really are out here just relishing in their tax breaks and not really
Right.
I mean, yes, I love forward-thinking technology and sustainability, but I don't want people to have to, a bigger energy bill. Like, that's what they should be doing, giving people energy bill rebates because their data centers are in their town. But they're not doing that.
Or some clean drinking water would help.
Yeah,
people.
and I just learned there's going to be one data center being placed in my neighborhood. So it could be over, Eddie.
Wow, that's a shame because your neighborhood is, I thought it was like kind of a little hidden gem.
It was for a lot of years, and then suddenly they started like it was one of those things where there was a plot across the street from me that used to be like a gas station. So they had to wait, like 20 years before they could develop it for reasons, when you have a gas station somewhere.
Yeah.
And so now they've built condos, they've built apartments, they've built, things across there. They built a park where people smear feces or, they go on basically, they have this thing in my neighborhood where people walk their dogs, and then there's dog urine and feces everywhere. So at first it was like, oh, this is really cool. Then you're like, I'm just walking through dog urine every day. It's a heavily dog urinated area. So I stay away. I'd rather get my urine from homeless people like we always did in the 90s. You know what I mean, Eddie? Oh, I must have lost Eddie. I don't know.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
There he is.
my microphone was cutting out. But yeah, I know these data centers are kind of alarming because I don't know. Something about them is off to me. Is it really
Yeah.
for that much data, or are they creating prisons for everybody?
I know. Like, it really feels weird, but I thought of this. They can't put us all in prison because somebody has to pay taxes so they can keep up their rhetoric and, pay for ballrooms and things like that.
Well, once they have enough money, though, do they need us anymore?
Right. So maybe that's it. They're giving
Unless
these people
we're
tax breaks.
Enslaved,
just-
I guess.
Put us all in prison and work us for free. Because that's
Yeah.
what they really want. They want us to keep, they were under-babied, as Dr. Oz said, and they want us to have more babies so they can put us in prison and make us work for free, maybe. I don't know.
Dear God, Eddie.
What?
I can't believe how you endure listening to him drone on and on like this.
How dare you?
I mean, if I was your co-host, we would actually have some fun. Don't worry, it won't be long before he's taking a dirt nap.
How dare you?
The way he eats the gooey desserts. His days are numbered.
Well, it's true. I do love the gooey desserts, but I relinquish myself to like one a week. You know what I mean? It used to be every day. Now I'm calming down with that. So
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you might have to endure more, Eddie, than you had bargained for. You're like, I thought he was going to die, so I decided to do mood killers with him. But now, 5 years in, what are we doing? But I think AI used correctly or used in productively is okay. I don't think it's quite there where they want it to be. Like I have all kinds of random issues all the time with AI that I have to work on. Like literally, like Gemini can't properly create a Google Doc without messing it up. You know, it's difficult when the simple thing that you reason, because I thought, oh, Gemini, it's Google. I can use Google Docs. I can send emails or whatever. And it screws that up too. So I don't think it's quite there.
And it's really being forced everywhere. Like even I opened up Amazon the other day, and then you're forced to start chatting with AI.
Yeah.
To if you want to buy like some napkins or something, you have to have a conversation with your AI.
I don't need to chat with somebody about my napkin, whatever I'm buying.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Is that little icon on the corner of the app that looks like an A? It's like
yes. And they named it. Everybody has to name their dumb AI. It's, you know, they all have these cutesy little names, Gemini, Claude. And then I think Amazon's is Alexina or something.
Oh, it's not even Alexa?
I don't think so.
They have a separate one? That's what's so dumb is when they have like multiples.
It's
it's too
Alexa
much already.
Plus.
Gonna add Alexina? What the hell?
Ask Mood Killers.
Yes, you have questions and we answer them. Moodkillers@AOL.com. Mood Killers, my roommate never cleans and I'm tired of being the house parent. What do I say?
That's the worst.
That's frustrating.
Have you had messy roommates? Because I've had relationships.
No, I haven't.
Where the person was messy, and that was really hard.
Yeah, I think that always happens. Like anytime two people live together, there's always one clean one and always one dirty one. It never works out where they're both clean or both dirty. Why is that?
Does that mean my relationships are doomed because I'm only going to meet people who are dirty?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That can be good, but also bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think roommates are a nightmare. So I feel for anybody. Yeah. And more people have roommates because you can't afford anything, especially in big cities like LA and New York. And
I saw somebody on some show. Who was it? Oh, yeah. That Modern Family.
Yeah.
The two youngest kids are now roommates.
Really?
LA. Yeah.
So they don't have enough money to have their own homes or what?
I don't know. Maybe one of them needs it more than the other, or maybe they just decided it would be a great way to save money to move in together.
That's crazy that
they already know each other.
Save money. After being on a hit TV show like Modern Family.
Well, you know, it's crazy about like anything. I always think about this like professionals, like actors and actresses. Like the Hollywood lifestyle is one thing. But most of these people, they wise up. They see what happens to people. And they go, oh, well, if I'm not really getting a lot of jobs, I don't really need to be in L.A. So they just go buy a ranch somewhere in like Idaho. And they, you know, they buy a whole giant mansion for that and maintain it for like whatever residual checks they get.
And that's smart.
And so then, yeah.
Because for what you get in L.A., like you'll spend $1 million and you'll literally because I've looked in this area where we have the studio, $1 million will get you like a 1-bedroom condo or maybe a 2-bedroom townhouse. That's about 1,000 square feet. And for $1 million, that's insane. Because that same million, you go, like you said, you go to Idaho or you go to even Illinois in Chicago and you can get a whole house, like a really nice house for less than that, way less than that.
Well, you know what's crazy, though, is like sometimes people will say this, you know, like, why do you live where you live in downtown Chicago? And I'm like, because I've always wanted to live here. Yeah. I've always wanted to live exactly where I'm living and be able to walk around and be, you know, near all the sites, the Chicago Art Institute and all these different museums and, you know, the United Center, you know, it's like a mile away from me and all, you know, that kind of stuff. And they say, well, you know, here's what I pay. And I live in like the middle of the suburbs in Iowa. Like, yeah, I don't want to live there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, there is a premium with cities, and I get that. Like, I've heard people say that they'd rather be poor in LA than rich in Iowa because of the lifestyle that LA offers, for example.
Yeah, and I think sometimes celebrities will make that decision because they're like, hey, we got to do something. I'm not getting gigs anymore. I can't sell my plasma again.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I can't even get one of those Ozempic commercials now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you on Ozempic? Yeah.
And so I think but yeah, like where you live, and the Adobe studios are in Santa Monica. That's a great area.
It's expensive though. Very expensive. It's actually crazy expensive over here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Ridiculous. But you're by literally walking distance to the beach, and then downtown Santa Monica is very walkable. So it's the only walkable part of LA really, because the rest of LA is not meant for anything but cars.
Yeah, and literally for me, I'm just blocks away from Lake Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great.
And kind of anything that's going on, I can just walk to it or get it on the train, and it'll take me 10, 20 minutes at the most. Like if I want to go to Wrigley Field, it's like a 20-minute train ride.
That's how, I like that kind of living because I hate to drive. Yeah. I think cars are so annoying with the upkeep, the gas, the everything. So, yeah. This next question is from Debbie. Debbie says, I'm addicted to checking the news and it's ruining my mood. How do I stop?
Well, we did a live show, RIP Democracy, this week that I had a lot of fun, by the way. Eddie hosted it, and it was with It's News to Us, the Cool Nerd Weed Show, Mood Killers, and Nick. I forgot to ask Nick. So he would have been on with us, but anyway, from Test Miles. But what you guys were saying is that you ignore the news except for once a week, and you catch up on everything then.
Yeah. And
is that how you do it?
Basically, because we do It's News to Us, so I'll prep that show for an hour before, and then we'll talk about everything at the hour during, and then that's basically my time to catch up on the news. And then there's only so much information you can get in those 2 hours, and then after that, I don't really pay attention too much to it. That Aaron Parnas is constantly coming up in my TikTok.
Oh, yeah,
feed.
you said that guy annoys you.
It's always a crisis, with Aaron Parnas, and he's always
major breaking news.
We've got breaking news, and the breaking news is just a new article posted on CNN.com, and he's reading it. And
well,
the
one thing I will, because what I do is I'll send you goofy videos on TikTok, but on the It's News to Us Instagram, which I don't even think you check, I send things. I'm like, oh, he might want to talk about this, or this video might be interesting on his show. But I'm not expecting you to ever look at it. I'm just like, if he does, maybe he'll see it.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
But I'm like, for me, we don't really talk about a lot of stuff like that on Mood Killers. We can. It's not like we can't, but that's political stuff is more your forte on It's News to Us, but I check a little bit daily, but I don't go too ham. It doesn't consume my entire day. I'll check.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah.
I think everybody's burnt out on it.
Anybody's parameters and what they decide is right for them, because it's not going to be the same for everyone. But yeah, you can overdo it, and it is a lot. Yeah. But there's so much going on that it's maddening, and it's hard to go, hey, I just want to focus on fun for my life. I don't want to live this life of just constantly being barraged by this is happening.
It's a lot of negativity, and
it
really starts to bring you down. And I don't know, everything seems like doom and gloom, especially with the way that articles are written and news stories are presented these days. Everything is a crisis for clicks.
I know.
It's always the end of the world, always. But there's a lot of crazy stuff going on that is not normal, but still, it's just too much. What am I supposed to do about it?
What? The one thing I do look to, and I really do, because I love Barack Obama. I love Michelle. I think they have a good perspective on it. They've both said that we've been through worse, and they're not wrong. I mean, think of all the things that happened to bring this country to where it is, like as far as like just getting the country.
Yeah, the Civil War.
Yeah.
And
so like
well, I can't
what
think of anything
they're
else
basically
that's
saying is this is temporary, just get through it and we'll be fine. And I think they're right.
I hope so.
You know?
I really hope so. Well, I mean, maybe in our lifetimes we might see some change, but I know it's going to be a generational thing, unfortunately.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get one more here.
Yeah.
This one says, I have been at the same job for 5 years and I have not been promoted. What should I do? Should I leave?
Eddie, why are you reading those emails? Like,
Yeah.
I am perfectly happy at Adobe Radio. How dare you? What are you trying to do to me?
Some people...
You're the creative director, CEO. You should know how I'm very happy.
Well, some people want to be promoted and some don't.
Yeah.
I think if we were to promote you, Marconi, I don't think you'd want that because at that point you're dealing with more people.
Yeah, I like my life the way it is, really.
Yeah.
I don't really need, and I like everyone at Adobe just fine. It's not that, but I don't, it's not that I don't mix well with people, but I think, and you said this before, I'm on some part of the spectrum that makes me, neurodivergent or some kind of version of that. And I do better like dealing like one-on-one with you. Like if you say, hey, I need this, I'm like, done. But I don't need like 12 people asking me for things.
And yeah, I don't blame you.
So
It's,
so I work well with Eddie. So if Eddie leaves Adobe, then I'll probably leave Adobe too.
Yeah. Take that,
But
Adobe.
Yeah, take that, future owners of Adobe.
Right.
If that ever happens.
Yeah.
Please don't sell Adobe, by the way. I know it would be a good cash grab, Eddie, for
Good
you.
cash grab.
But but I like things the way they are. And the world, the one thing I will say, in the world we live in, my real life lived dollop of joy is the fact that I know I have Adobe.
Yeah.
And you being part of it, So it's good. I like things like that.
We have a good thing going, and don't worry, no one has ever made an offer. So
So nothing to worry about.
nothing to worry about.
But just in case, just so you know, I don't think that I would probably be with Adobe Radio if it weren't for you.
Well, I appreciate that, but it's.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you would probably leave Adobe if I did. So, but
well,
that's okay. You
I'm
don't
stuck.
have to.
I'm stuck. I've tried to leave many
That's-
times and I can't because I'm like
That's
chained
true.
to
That's
it.
true. Well, that's why I'm stuck too, because I won't leave you.
Right.
So, but before we go, Eddie, I know we always like to end the show with a dollop of joy, and I have one that I think will be perfect from our AI singers.
Mood killers. Now it's time to go. Mood killers. 'Cause it's the end of the show. Mood killers. Marconi and Eddie are done. Mood killers. A dollop of joy for everyone. Mood killers.
Oh,
Go straight to hell.
But I'm getting nervous. I might have to order my supplies off of Facebook Marketplace.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.